The year is 2025. The world watches as a trade war of unprecedented scale erupts. At the heart of this economic earthquake is former US President Donald Trump. Trump, true to his America First rhetoric, had unleashed a torrent of tariffs. His targets? China primarily, but also allies like Canada and the European Union. Trump's stated goal was straightforward: protect American jobs and businesses. He believed other countries were taking advantage of the United States. His solution: tariffs, tariffs, and more tariffs. The tariffs were designed to make foreign goods more expensive. This, in theory, would make American products more appealing. Trump's tariffs started small but quickly escalated. He eventually slapped a 125% tariff on a wide range of Chinese goods. This aggressive move sent shockwaves through the global economy. Businesses shuddered, markets braced for impact. The world held its breath, waiting to see how China would respond. China's initial response was surprisingly measured. They engaged in diplomatic talks, hoping to find common ground. They offered concessions, aiming to appease the unpredictable Trump, but their efforts proved futile. Trump, emboldened by what he perceived as weakness, doubled down on his aggressive tactics. He even referred to a specific date as Liberation Day, marking the moment most countries were exempt from the tariffs, except China. China's patience finally wore thin. The dragon, once a symbol of quiet strength, roared its defiance. China retaliated with its own tariffs, mirroring and exceeding those imposed by the US. Some Chinese tariffs reached a staggering 84%. The message was clear: China would not be bullied. They would fight fire with fire. But China's retaliation went beyond mere economics. They launched a propaganda blitz, mobilizing state media to denounce US actions. They even canceled vacations for government officials, signaling a shift to a wartime footing. The US-China trade war quickly escalated into a global crisis. Countries around the world found themselves caught in the crossfire. Some, like Canada, responded with retaliatory tariffs of their own. Others, like France, grappled with the economic fallout, facing pressure to reduce budgets and brace for potential recession. The trade war exposed the fragility of the globalized economy. Amidst the chaos, China actively sought to bolster its international standing. Chinese President Xi Jinping embarked on a tour of Southeast Asia, advocating for free trade and signing agreements with countries like Vietnam. This strategic move aimed to position China as a reliable trading partner in contrast to the unpredictable US. Meanwhile, Trump, focused on his America First agenda, prioritized a trade deal with the UK, potentially influenced by his personal affinity for the British royal family. The economic consequences of the trade war were swift and severe. US equities plummeted as China retaliated. The job market trembled, with companies like Robert Walters, a global recruitment firm, issuing warnings of further decline. Wall Street, once a symbol of American economic dominance, became a hotbed of volatility and uncertainty. The trade war exposed the dangerous gamble of Trump's protectionist policies, but the damage extended far beyond mere economics. The trade war poisoned US-China relations, eroding years of carefully constructed diplomacy. Communication channels, painstakingly established during Trump's first term, broke down. High-level meetings were canceled. The world watched with bated breath as the two superpowers teetered on the brink of a new Cold War. The trade war, initially sparked by economic anxieties, had ignited a geopolitical firestorm with potentially catastrophic consequences for the entire world.